Hey everyone, I hope y'all have a good day. So today's topic will be attending college as a Black Autistic woman. I had to think about this subject a lot because it's very interesting being Black and autistic while attending school. So basically, I started attending college, started community college back in 2015, right after I graduated from high school, Carver High School. That was I graduated for. Yellow Jacket Pride. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway, so yellow and blue and yellow and blue. okay, let me stop. Stay focused. But so I thought with Black Tech for 6 years. I don't know why I stayed that long. But the reason I stayed that long because I was doing part time. I was a part time student. I was going to do full time, but I realized at the time it was too much. And yeah. And then I had to take a year off, which I was mad. I wanted to continue education, but money issue was going on. So I had to take a break and find me a job. And that's why I stayed for that tech long I had. But yeah. Then now going here at UNC Greensboro for second year. So and I realized that community college and four university is totally different from one another. Totally different. In my opinion, like with community college, I don't know. They do take you serious and they don't. For me, they do teach you something. Like, I think they kind of relax when it comes to rigorous, but they do give you regular homework and stuff like that. I feel like kind of relax and also rigorous and that, but when you go to four university, it's like on point. It's like four university is very different. I think I'm just having a hard time lately for 2 years now. So I'm a senior now, so it's like I'm taking higher classes. I'm just about to drain. So didn't have 5 classes. It's a lot. So for me, just being a Black autistic woman, you always kind of feel like you always alone most of the time. Cause I remember back in my community college, and even now at UNC Greensboro, so that I feel like I'm be the only person in the whole classroom who actually autistic. Just probably the only one in the whole class. Majority of the time, I'm assuming. In my experience, I'm probably the only one in every class that I can remember. Being Black, you could see in different areas, but I know that like some classes, you kind of like a few Black person in the room. But being someone who have disability or disabled, you may be the only one in the whole classroom. So I kind of share two different worlds. But being a woman, of course, you'll be different part. Where depending what subject you're taking, it's gonna be a little different. Some may be small, some may be big, or could be in the middle. It depends on the class, what you're taking. So there's some classes I'm most represented. There's some A I'm just not. And to be honest, like a very lonely that Noah could share the same experience as you, bet you is a Black person who is autistic. Or being a Black woman who is autistic. It could back in community college, it probably was few couple of disabled people I never find them. If I do find most people who have a physical disability, but not so much with invisible disability. Invisible disability is just hard to find if you get lucky. Or we just talk to somebody like, oh, you're autistic. But, or other visible disability. It's tricky. But visible, just that you could tell. But invisible is hard. It's very hard. But especially if you were black, disabled, and a woman, it's hard to find. You be lucky if you get one or two. Yeah. So that my experience with being in college. And sometimes I felt lonely to be the only one who identified, you know, due to my marginalization, kind of lonely. But sometimes I get lucky. I see few people who identify me either being black and disabled, but not to the point they black, autistic, and a woman. And my friend now, which I go to University of Greensboro now, she neurodivergent like me, and she also a black woman, but she have ADHD, and I'm autistic. So we actually good friends. So we click. Well, there's some area I don't understand. There's some out there, she don't understand me. So it kind of like we get each other. But at the same time, our lives are very different. How we view the world and how our experience would like be black, disabled, and being a woman. So based on experience, she might see things differently than I am. I'm very strict, and she's like laid back. I kind of notice like I'm very like strict and very hard on myself. My friend, she do be hard, but she don't want to be. She's not so hard, but she like, what it is. Shit happen. She go with the flow. Of course, she gets frustrated. She just go with the flow. While me, panic mode, because you autistic. When things do not go your way, you get off. It seems like this is what happened to me lately, if I be honest with y'all. Like, past 3 weeks, I was a wreck, y'all. I was stressing out, over analyzing things, tripping, and overthink things the negative way. So, yeah, it's really bad. And I noticed, like, when I came to UNC Greenville last year as a new transfer student, I think I have the hard time to adjust to the 4-year environment, because since I'm taking like upper level classes, and I'm taking counting upper class like Cass County, Immediate, 1, 2, all them hot classes, and I feel like I can't keep up, or something I'm not doing it right, and I'm not studying enough. I'm just not doing it right. I'm just not. Even though there's some classes I'm kind of doing well, the other I ain't did so well. So it gets frustrated, like the adjustment. I think the adjustment, even though I adjusted to, being in school, but I think academic-wise, it's a challenge. Like in the community college, I think I was fine. I think I'm not having so many classes on me. I think I did well. I think I'm now taking 5 classes, and I think it just took the toll on me. Or I'm just not doing a good job measuring my time right. I thought I did, and this just do not work. Or I just get stressed out. I just don't want to do nothing. I think I noticed, like, when I'm getting stressed or very aggravated or pissed off, I don't want to do nothing. That's just me. And I notice now, like, when things keep erupting in my daily life, I get very irritated and stressed, mad, overthinking things, thinking the bad niggas thing a lot, and I just say, fuck it, mode. I'm just done. But I think there's so many times, especially at the 4-year university now, I'm just kind of getting break upon, like, no matter how I do it, it's not working. It's not working. And especially if you only black disabled person on campus, it's lonely. But I noticed that I thought I seen few black neurodivergent out there. It's not many. But also I did see more like black disabled people too. So that's pretty good, but I need to find a little bit more people. So I got one classmate who also black neurodivergent. The whole time we just talking one day. We just like talk about disability and other stuff. Then find out she also bisexual like me. I'm like, yes, you will. Girl, what? The whole time we clicking, we don't even know. But it's just few things like that. It's like, damn. But other than that, it's very frustrating. But with school load, and definitely with the accommodation thing, I find it very frustrating now. Back in my community college, I really have not enough problem with accommodation and stuff for my classes. But I think I had one professor, I think I actually explained when I think I was taking his chemistry class. I should explain, I had accommodation and stuff like that, But I don't think he was not adjusting what I'm saying. So I ain't getting no accommodation from that class. Nothing especially for my test exam, tests and quizzes. No extended time or nothing. I did it like I had to get a tutor for that class. So yeah. So I passed with a B, but it ain't great. But I wish I had the accommodation time, and with usually with my school now, they of course there's some of my professors do a good job on this. Some that just I don't know, they be half the time they get away, half the time they don't get away. It's like 50-50. They sometimes they give you extended time, other time they don't. I guess it depends because I think for me, I'm still trying to advocate for myself. It's kind of like hard to advocate for yourself. Even though you assume that professor supposed to be, be accommodating and stuff, but sometimes they don't know what they doing. So they do give you extended time. Some just don't understand. So it's kind of hard. And me, on the other hand, still trying to understand what my disability rights and stuff. It's kind of hard. So it's like, knowing me, like I don't want to be like conflict. Like I don't want to make conflict with my professor. I don't want no conflict. I'm just try to keep the peace. Maybe could do something to do with my life a little bit. I don't want no conflict. I don't want to make conflict with my professor because I want accommodation for my quizzes and exam and stuff. I want to make them feel like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they might say some ableist stuff in their head, and I don't want to be assuming. But there's some professors who will work with you, so I just don't know what to do. It's a lot of work. So, it's very frustrating. Just had to go through all of that, and it's a lot. So, I just wish that maybe in campus had like more like, had like little programs affected those who had so many marginalized identities, like me, for example, who have 1, 2, 3, 4 identities with it. Bisexual, black, woman, and autistic or have a disability. Shit just get lonely. And I feel that there are days I feel lonely and I feel I'm not good enough because I don't know what I am doing. This is my second year at UNC Greensboro or Full University, and I'm still just felt like I'm not getting it right. Like I'm not good enough. To be honest with y'all, like I started to doubt myself. Basically with my major, I'm a accounting major, right? I'm in the past few days, like even now today, that's a different story, but anyway. But I felt like, based on my major, I get in that I don't get it. I don't know, my brain amount ain't clicking with the exam. Every time I go with the exam, every time I say accounting, people are like, oh, you're doing number. True. It's true. But the problem is deal with budget But also you had to do all the explaining what going on within the number. That thing, it just mess with me. I could, calculate the numbers, but I think trying to understand the consensual of accounting, I think I just messed myself up. But finance, on the other hand, what I'm taking right now, business finance one, I remember I correctly. It's somewhere it just click. Because doing numbers all freaking day. Of course they do like, consensual. Of course you gotta understand the definition and all that stuff. I feel like for me, and I'm assuming, I think finance is straightforward, while accounting it's straightforward, it's complicated. You had to mind think. You had to think all the way come to counting. I don't think my brain and my head not clicking. I think I'm good at counting, but a different way. That's probably I get to that point. I don't want to drop it and switch major, but I'm thinking about done major in finance and accounting because I thought about it be like a French accounting, but I'm kind of scared. I'm not good at my accounting class. I thought it ain't bad. I think most of my accounting classes are now like A, B plus, and an average C. 3 I took for last school year. It's kind of all over the place. I don't know what to. Maybe I'm good some area accounting, or other I just fucking suck at. That could be where I'm getting at. I learned at the point, I said to myself, I may be good at counting, but I think some area of it I'm just suck at. But finance, I think I'm just straight, but we're going to see how it go with finance. So, yeah. So basically, I learned like going to 4 university. It's very rigorous than the 2 university. Very rigorous. It's like they want you to be on point of everything. The class is kind of hard itself. It's kind of difficult to grasp sometimes, and you don't know what you're doing. If you miss a class, so you in screw mode. For me, I take all my classes. I ain't playing game, and I'm paying tuition out of my money. Didn't have student loan. Girl, honey, I never had student in my lifetime. Went to 4 university. Never. I never took no loan while I'm taking 2 university. Until I got to University of Greensboro, I had to take out a loan. Yeah. So I'm not doing it. So I'm not being dead. I said I'm gonna be in debt. So that is my experience. Would like to be me being in college. Very different environment. And also I noticed like there may be some ableism in the college system. God be hearing it by, being an advocate and stuff. Like, some professors I kind of mentioned earlier, like some understand comedy, some just don't know what it is. So it's just, but at least, other than that, at least I have 4 organizations that focus on my identity. Well, only 3. One is a club for disabled students. It's like on the side for disabled students, which is that Delta Alpha Pi. And for my major is Beta Alpha Pi. And no label for queer students. And well, oh yeah, not exactly, actually 2, but 2, which is no label and disabled club. But then 2 Sigma, which is for trans student. So I really like that club. But yeah. And also maybe like since I learned basically for university, get involved with some club that you might be interested and be happy in. That kind of did 4. But then I realized 4 different organizations is very demanding as well. Then you have to go about social life, your academic life, your personal life, everything else. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm kind of like over the place. And yeah. So I need to take care of myself. There's someday I don't take care of myself. I need to. I really need to. But also, of course, I'll continue going therapy session. So give me some healing. So that's good. So yeah, this is my life as a Black autistic woman attending college. Up and down. Yeah. So whether or not y'all have multiple identity, who attend college, will like for you attending college have multiple identity, talk about it in the comment section. So hopefully wherever y'all are in this world, where y'all in China, don't matter what part y'all at, China, Japan, Middle East, California, I don't care where you're at, but hope everyone have a good day. Bye, y'all.